Hi guys, welcome to the Tree of Life podcast. I'm your host Stephanie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a recipe I've been doing for 9 years now. I've been using this to boost my immune system and also help with my respiratory system. I do trouble with asthma, like most people know, and I also prefer a holistic approach to life. I have been moved to share this recipe with everyone because of the whole current situation with corona and it attacking your respiratory system and also affecting people that already have a respiratory condition. Shout outs to Aunt Maggie. She shared this recipe with me 9 years ago, which included honey, onion, and garlic for my asthma. Over the 9 years, it has evolved into my own recipe where I have had lime, ginger, and cayenne pepper. So this is generally the recipe I will make every other day for my entire family. I'm using 3 lime because this is going to serve a family of 3. You can reduce or make it higher depending on the amount of people you're going to be making this for. However, this is for a group of 3. You could switch these out to lemons if you prefer lemons. Sometimes, if I need an additional vitamin C or a boost in my immune system, I will actually use lemon and limes. So feel free to make any adjustment to make this recipe your own. I am not your doctor. I'm just merely sharing with you what works for me, and I just feel like sharing this with everyone else. I've already shared this with my family via text messages, but I felt that a visual presentation would make people understanding a little bit more the whole process. Now I'm going to be using my Omega juicer. If you don't have one of these bad boys, I suggest that you purchase one in the near future. It's the best investment I could have purchased for our home, and again, they're not paying me for this. This is merely my honest opinion and my review. If you don't have the Omega juicer, feel free to use your Vitamix, your Ninja, your Bullet, your blender, whatever is going to work to blend these ingredients together. But why I prefer this is because I could use this juicer and I'll get the benefits of the skin and what's on the inside of the lime. So I'm not taking the skin off of the ginger. It's pretty much going in whole. So that was my concern. I wanted to use something cold pressed that was gonna let me get the full benefit of each one of my ingredients. Let's get started. Alright, first let's turn on the juicer. I'm literally, and this is why I love this machine, I'm just dropping in the garlic just like so. And I'm going to be using all of this garlic. Now, garlic is great for your respiratory system because it has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties to it. The onion, I would prefer using a red onion. However, any onion would work, would suffice for this. Again, onions are going to be anti-inflammatory, what is it? Help me out, babe. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, antibacterial, and antifungal. I'm sorry, I'm just really repeating these things for you guys. Because honestly, I'm just someone who does something that works. If it works, I'm going to do it. Ooh, my eyes are killing me. Ooh. But that's one of the main reasons why this is going to be beneficial for your respiratory system. So we're going to go ahead and add the onion in. And this part that's coming out here, this is the trash from all the stuff we're using, all the ingredients. This I'm going to use to make a tea. I don't like wasting anything. And because I like using the cayenne also to make tea, I'm going to add cayenne to that, and we're going to use that and boil that and make that into a tea. So I could drink that at a later date. Lime is what I'm going to put in next. And all these vegetables and stuff, I already washed and cleaned them and prepped them before we got started. But the lime is going to pack a lot of vitamin C. And vitamin C is going to boost your immune system. So that's why we're also using the vitamin C. It is going to help a bit with the respiratory, with the asthma, but most so we're using it for that vitamin C properties. We're going to dump that in. And as you can see how easy this is to do, it literally takes like 5 minutes, guys. We're gonna go ahead and drop some pieces of ginger in, and I'm using the whole thing. I generally love the taste of ginger, so I would like to use a bit more. However, this is all I could get from the grocery store right now. So we're gonna use that like so. And as you can see, everything is already starting to run just from preparing the ingredients. And again, if you guys want to find out more benefits of each one of these ingredients, feel free to Google it and do your own research. Again, I'm just telling you from what works for me. If it works, I continue using it a part of my daily regimen and a part of my daily routine. So this is what even my daughter, she's 4, and she also drinks this on a daily as well. So now I'm going to turn the machine off, and I'm going to go ahead and strain the ingredients. We're going to go ahead and dump this in a pot with the rest of the stuff in here so we can make that into a tea with about a tablespoon of cayenne pepper. And this is going to brew or sit with a little bit of hot water and make a tea for myself later. Alright, so this is where it gets really easy because the hard part is now over. So we're just gonna strain, and I like to strain it especially for Samira. This way it's not hard for her to, drink. It makes it a lot easier going down, so I like to strain it again. Then I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon. My tablespoon can't fit in here, so I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons. And I'm not putting it in the strainer, guys. I'm just dropping it underneath. And we're gonna do 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. I'd probably do 1. I more so do 1. Again, it's up to your preference if you feel you need to. And it's a pretty generous tablespoon. So we're gonna drop that in. And then now I'm just gonna make sure that everything is completely strained here. And then if you have a whisk or something like that, we're gonna mix it together. Again, for you guys, you're not used to drinking this, so it might taste really horrible. So I would suggest to dilute it with water if you'd like. But for me and my family, we're pretty used to this, so we drink it as is. So because we're drinking it as is, we only need like 1 shot in the morning, and we generally do 1 shot 2 hours before going to bed after our dinner is digested. But if you feel like it's too strong, which I promise you, you will probably have that feeling in the beginning of everything, you could go ahead and dilute it with water. But you shouldn't dilute it to the point where it tastes like you're drinking water. You still want that little kick. You should have a little kick in the background. So I'm just going to keep stirring this until the honey has been dissolved. And then it would be ready for you to take. I don't do this in large quantities because I only make enough to last for 2 days. I like making this fresh. But of course, with work and our regular life routine, I'm not able to make this daily. So I generally make enough 2 to 3 days, and by that 3rd day, I'm definitely making a fresh batch. Alright, so once this is finished, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this in here. So this way it's easy for us to access it. So this is how I would pour it. Alright, so now that it's completely mixed, I normally transfer it in something like this. Now for you guys who would like to dilute this, because I understand it might be a bit strong for you, I would add 24 ounces of water to this jug, and this should be enough for you to be able to consume it without feeling like, ugh, I'm gonna die. But it really has a strong kick to it. But this is pretty much it. That's the recipe. So I hope you guys like this recipe. Please share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. I'm very curious to hear the feedback. If it works for you, if it doesn't work, you know, what you wanted to add to it to tweak it a little bit different, let me know. Because like I said, this has been really a lifesaver for me over the years, and I really truly love this recipe. So please let me know what you guys think about it.